420 long years. I smoked lots of reefer, drank lots of beer. Every day 420, gonna settle this score. 420 long years, and 20 fast forward.
Is it safe? Can I come out? Holy shit. Hi, everybody. Just laying low here. Just laying low. I don't know what's going to happen next. I certainly didn't predict the revolution. Jeff Kravitz, 420 Live. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Your goal was to go into the Capitol and take a picture of yourself with the fucking hat that looked like it came from the Flintstones Pooba Club with the horns and the big of a buffalo hat? What were they called on the Flintstones? Those fucking nuts. To go there and take your picture where the speaker would stand? That was your goal. So division. Great job. Great job, everyone out there. Holy crap. Well, it seems that they've got the crazies out of the Capitol right now. All the police finally showed up 2.5 hours later. I mean, what was everybody doing? Where were all these crazy defensive forces we've had protecting the White House and protecting in Portland and beating up all the BLM? I'm not even going to get started, but I've never seen kid gloves like this in my life with people that are threatening the lives of our congressmen and senators. I know everybody's upset out there. It's, yes, inside job. You have to think they're like, all right, just let them on up. Don't put them out there and just wait. And yes, they're all dumpy supporters, rump supporters, whatever you want to call. I think that they did predict it. And then last night, the mayor called back the National Guard. I can't even get into it. I've been watching it. I wanted to share this little Twitch stream with you, this woke, because it's kind of scary. And it's a way we can see what's going on while I'm talking to you. It is, there it is, woke Twitch. I'm not going to share the audio because the pictures are pretty, the pictures kind of speak for themselves. I mean, they had this is everybody's cell phone feeds. So people, if you're on Twitch, you go Twitch, it's woke. And if you look, everybody seems to be out of the actual Capitol, because before on here, people were actually streaming inside the Capitol Rotunda, walking across with their Trump flags, so proud. I mean, in the middle, oh, God. I know everybody's upset out there. I'm sure everybody is beside themselves. And I don't know how this happens. You know, to think that you're going to encourage, well, we know how it happened. Our president went down there, encouraged everybody to go to the Capitol building. I'll meet you down there. Yeah, you'll meet down there, my ass. You didn't meet anybody anywhere. I did have a guest scheduled today, Billy Nathan from Lantern Farms, and I just talked to him about 5 minutes to 1, and I'm like, you know what, Billy? It's a little hot out there today. I don't think I'm going to be able to distract away from what we're seeing right now. This is just too serious. So Billy Nathan is going to be on Friday, and we're going to talk about Lantern Farms and their delicious green lantern, which I'm probably going to have to light up before this is over to deal with this. And tomorrow we're going to have Noel Castler on. Noel worked with Trump, and he's been on the forefront of this all along. Noel actually wanted to come on today, and I was like, I have my weed guy on today, and here we are. I was shocked this morning, as you all were, and turned in CNN. And are you watching CNN? And started watching what's happening on the floor, leading into the protests and Trump and the horrible speech. And you're just, these people are so grasping at straws. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. So anyway, my friend Brad Sands on the group chat I'm on with Brad turned us all on to this woke Twitch thing, and it was people running through the corridors of Capitol Hill, and the revolution happened. Think about last night watching that election. I'm going to shut this off here for a second. We will be back to share some more of the woke, but last night sitting there watching those results roll in so orderly in such a timely fashion, at least here on the West Coast, we can make a determination. And if you haven't been watching the actual news, they just determined that Ossoff is the winner. So we did win both seats in Georgia. So that's really, really good news for us. And at the same time, this whole high, like I woke up today and tweeted that I've never felt, or maybe it was on Facebook, I've never felt so happy the past 4 years. And like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulder because I don't have to think and worry about the fucking knucklehead in the White House trying to stuff his own pockets all the time. I could relax and just listen, I know these politicians are all rich and they shouldn't be rich. There's a lot of things that need to change, but unbelievable what is going out there. I do not condone this behavior, and I think it's hard for anybody to condone this kind of behavior that's going on out there. So this is what Jim Brock, this is what democracy looks like. This place is broken. We will survive, and we are going to get by. And that Capitol Hill is going to be surrounded, and I'm sure they're all plotting all kinds of things to do what they can to destroy. You're going into the Capitol with guns. You're going to bust into the Capitol with guns and go to the Senate chamber and try to take out some senators? Really? That's the plot? I mean, that's drastic because you don't like who won the election. Imagine what happens when your Super Bowl team loses. Oh, my God. That is crazy. Yes, the weight's back on, but listen, when you got to peel a scab off, when you got to take that Band-Aid off, there's going to be some pain. And you can see the way it was going with this guy. He wasn't going to make it easy in the transition. He hasn't made it easy. So yes, they found bombs too. I mean, and then a woman got shot. I mean, this is crazy. Yes, from happy and elated to fear and absolute disgust. I mean, just mind-boggling, unbelievable. It was like watching it was like watching a movie almost because you're not in it, right? You're watching it on television. It's not like we're there in Washington. I know 99% of the people I know, there is the 1% that went. Vinny's out there. There's always somebody that's going to go, I'm going to go to Washington. We're going to protest. And then you get in. I mean, that's the thing, to think you're going to go do it. And then you actually do it. That must have been a trip to be walking through those halls like that with your flags and be like, well, what do we do now? Take out my phone, get a selfie. Got to get a selfie of myself here. Please put that on Instagram so we can track your ass and arrest your ass for federal trespassing. They don't have jails big enough they would have to put all those people in the football stadium to get them all in one place. Unbelievable. I can't believe they found bombs. Yes. You're right. If it was Black Lives Matter, if it was any of the other groups, they would have shot him right there. As soon as they came up those steps, Proud Boys, come right in, Proud Boys. We've been waiting for you. The donuts and coffee are at the back. Check out the cloakroom. It's where all the senators are hiding. Shh. Nancy Pelosi's office. They went into Nancy Pelosi's office and all the computers were open with the emails, with their email boxes still open. That's absolutely crazy, crazy. Traders should be dealt with accordingly. I totally agree. And this is treacherous. Treacherous? It is treacherous. It's unbelievable. I was just sitting there watching my Hulu on my computer with my jaw firmly on the ground. I just couldn't even process the thought of what the hell was going on. But yes, the double standards across the board are unbelievable. They point their fingers. The guy in Pelosi's office is Elijah Schrader. You mean the guy who went in and actually took his picture? That's the name? Is what's called Elijah Schrader? Interesting. Yes, Cruz, all of them. The fact that they went in today to try to throw the election after last night in what happened in Georgia. What happened in Georgia was so poetic because more people voted Democratic than voted Republican. And some of those people that voted Democratic for the senators were Republicans because they voted for the other guy the third guy in the party who was a district something or other. So it is. Oh, you text me? I text you, please. Yeah. Okay. Send it to me. I want to see the guy. I saw the one guy who was up there with the horns on, getting his picture taken. It'll take days to sweep the entire county before they can reconvene the power. Yeah, there's probably people hiding in there that hid bomb. Who knows what? Treasonous. Thank you. Not treacherous. Treasonous. The Sedition Act was made for this, but 25th Amendment? Don't you think it's time that we get rid of this guy in the White House? I don't care. 2 more weeks. The way Pence is the one that makes this call. Pence is the one who's been banged up all day by this guy yelling at him, telling him to change the election in his favor. I mean, shouldn't they have a little cabinet meeting maybe and be like, you know what? Maybe 2 more weeks of this guy is not a good idea. So, yes. Good. I like it. Let me scroll on here. Yes. I'm ready. Lay it down. But the poster face all over power and get busted by the FBI. Let's hope so. Yeah. Pete quoting the Big Lebowski. Hey, Pete. Unbelievable. I am just. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do an interview today and be able to stay on topic because it's just, you can't turn away from this. Let's go back to woke here and see what's going on. Cause I'm kind of like trying to hide my eyes from this, but, oh, wow. Oh, they're all over. NBC LA. Oh, there's something going on in LA down here. Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're still here. Can I get into these smaller ones here? Free loot. Is that it? Or is that something else? It looks to me like they're still up in that rotunda on the balcony there. I like all the quiet streets here. Salem, Oregon. Salem, Oregon's looking a little bit rainy. I don't know if that has to do with anything. Washington State Capitol, stop the steal. Stop the steal. Yes. We're not corrupt. We're not the corrupt ones. No. The corrupt ones are the guy who makes the phone call saying, hey, you got to find me 12,000 votes. Hey, do you know how many different ways? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about the guy in the suitcase who put it in the back of the car and then set it on fire, huh? What about that guy? Well, we don't know, but nobody ever heard about that guy. Yeah, I just made it up. That's why. How could they not have predicted? They did, right? Yes, Ike. Hello, Ike. It's fucked up. This is something else. Ossoff announced, yes, that's very good. I'm excited that Ossoff was announced a winner. This is absolutely crazy. It's crowded, but the fools stay in the hill. Putin is loving us. This is his plan. You know, we need revolutions like this in Russia. That's where people really need to take to the streets. I would think that they would have to get in there and take as many of these people down as possible that got in their shit. If you got pictures of the people peeking through the fence and everybody starts tagging them on Instagram, I like it. This is good. You know, you could see, like last night, you could feel the sea of change, right? You could feel it coming. I mean, I could tell. I was watching the results come in, and then CNN had this one guy on. He was a Republican. He was talking to a bunch of Republicans, and the Republicans said to him, we're really worried because we think that this is going to blow up in our face. And he was right. And that was the first thing I heard where I was just like, oh, they're like, all the votes that are still coming in are blue. So I was like, this is going to be good. And then I could just see the way it was changing. And you could feel it changing. You could feel the karmic slapback, the karmic switch in our world, how we're about to flip the switch into a completely different universe. And to be, hold on, my friends like, you have CNN on right now. So let me see if I still have my Hulu plugged in. Hulu Live TV. Yes, I do. Live, the presidential. Now, and remember this. They were supposed to be counting the votes right now. Let's see. Now the National Guard. Oh my God! Stop this screen change. And then I have to share this. You can hear it coming, right?
Some sort of farewell tour in the Middle East, I believe, right now, Chad Wolf. But how is it possible that all of these law enforcement organizations, who I mean, I got to say again, Van raised this point earlier, when it was Black Lives Matter, they had
there it is.
Right ear ringing the Capitol.
As if it was going to be stormed when it wasn't. Today, when it was clear, the president himself was encouraging people to march.
The entire
on the
DC National Guard's been activated, and I heard they're sending in people from Virginia too.
Yeah, look, I think that double standard is something that's driving a lot of people nuts.
All right, I can't watch CNN. That's fucking distracting. The Twitch thing was all right because actually it was. You can see all the different pictures. Those guys are just pontificating. They're as shocked as anybody. I think we're all shocked. We're all in a craze. We won Georgia. We'll dump pardon all the protesters. They have to yank the 25th on them immediately. We won Georgia. We won the Senate. We won the House. We won the presidency. Can you believe that? It is really hard to believe that in Georgia, a Black man and a Jewish man were elected to the Senate. It just shows you how far everything got pushed, where things like this can happen, where there was enough people that were like, we can't take any more of this guy just lying in our faces every day. The next 14 days. CNN just showed Trump's speech. He's the biggest loser ever. The biggest loser. He's actually going to be hosting the season. 33-year-old former investigative reporter. Yes, they've never had a voice like John Ossoff. I believe that he's very, very active and activated, and he's going to get in there and mix it up. I mean, it's really what are our options, folks? Really, let's weigh the options. You give in to the revolutionaries, and what do you say? Trump, you're the winner. Sure, you want it so bad. And I don't really understand why he wants it because he hasn't done shit for the past 2 months. All he's done is try to sue 70 lawsuits. If he would be fighting the disease that's ravaged our nation like he's fighting for this election, we'd already be out of this. It would be over. It's too bad the only thing he takes seriously is when he loses because poor daddy issues right back in your face, Trump. Unbelievable. All right, let's look at the woke. Let's look at the woke Twitch feed and see what it is. Oh, yeah, they're out there, huh? They're still out there on the steps. They're at the door like they're waiting. This guy here, there he is. That's the guy you're going to see fry because, come on, you can pick him out of the crowd easily. You got pictures of him. He's not wearing a mask. Well, look, he's going in. Door's open. Oh, this is up on the rotunda right now. So they're still right up on that deck. I mean, come on. They got the SWAT team coming in. You didn't clear these guys out. That's the footage I want to see. You can see down here. That's Salem, Oregon. Salem, Oregon's got way better police patrol than we have up here. That's in the bottom left-hand corner there. You got LA. I don't know who's protesting out in LA. You got to be a complete idiot if you're out there protesting in LA. I want to see the SWAT team just come in and nuke those guys off that deck right now. That would be the move. Take them all out. You would hope. I mean, that's the whole thing. The whole thing is that common sense is just about to take over. You could feel it. Like I woke up this morning, the sun was shining. I was like, it's a beautiful day. We won. And what do you get? The wooks. Yeah, he's a first-class wook right there. But look, there's your leader. Your leader, our fearless leader, is this guy with the horns inside. What's he doing? He's smoking a doob? Oh, he's talking to everybody. Yeah, you just lock them up. Lock them up. Yes, we're all on the same page, right? We've been waiting for 3 hours, and this started 10:30 this morning. We've been waiting for 3 hours now for them to clear this porch, and they cannot do it for the life of them. I mean, wouldn't you just gas it to death until everybody left? I mean, come on. His face is painted. Yeah, I know. Red and white paint. These guys don't care about shit. The only thing they did in their lives before this was root for a football team, and now they're all political experts out there. Here we go. Nice little rant. Facebook user, I can't see your name because of you for some reason. But anyway, progressives are going to need to accept that they have to tone themselves down because this is about proving you can govern. Don't have any guards about, oh, we did so much help Biden win. If it had been up to you, Bernie would have been our candidate and Trump would have won another 4 years. No, not up to me. The progressives can still get things accomplished, but their priorities cannot be Biden come January 20th. Well, yeah, it's not about Biden. At this point, Biden's in. Now it's all about his administration. It's about the people he's going to put to work. I mean, Biden's just the figurehead at the top. Ultimately, it's going to be his cabinet that's going to be making a lot of these decisions. And yes, I'm not whatever. Biden's the man because we don't want Trump in there. Because Trump, we saw what he did. We saw the way he acts and he operates. We don't need 4 more years of a guy calling up everybody to negotiate a better deal for himself or to get his friends off. They should get him out of there before he pardons more people. That's what they should do. You're right. He's going to pardon everybody. Oh, you're going to pardon. I'm going to pre-pardon all 30,000 of you that jacked up on the steps here of the Capitol building. And there's some action there on that big screen there. I mean, that's really been the key. Wow. This is insane. I mean, come on. Yeah, you got gas and mortared for protesting with projection mapping in the parking lot after dawn. Mo, yes, it's absolutely crazy. I have never, ever, ever. I'm trying to think, I remember in high school we had riots and stuff like that, which was really crazy because the kids would just take over the school and it'd be bedlam because we were all out and we outnumbered everybody. And we would just take over the streets. And, that was crazy back in high school. But I've never seen anything of like this. These are the people that got on the free buses to go to Washington, D.C. to help our president protest his existence. That middle screen, I guess, is the biggest one we could see, but they're all right there at the door. Hello, we're here for the coffee. We're here for the coffee and the donuts. Yeah, but it's a coup. But the coup's not going to come from the streets. It's not like these guys are going to go up there and be like, I'm president now. A coup comes from inside when another party in power goes in and takes it. The Republicans aren't going to coup anything. You think Ted Cruz and all the guys, we're in charge now? No, that's never going to stand. And nobody in our military and nobody in our government is going to stand for a coup for the Republicans so they can blow more smoke up our ass. So they might want to think it's a coup. They might want to think it's a revolution, but they don't have a pot to piss in right now, is what I think. I think that they're all going to get totally screwed by this, that there's not going to be any kind of, there's going to be nothing to really come back from. This is the end of the line. And you got to think that the 25th Amendment's going to come, You got to think that after watching this today, our vice president, and after the conversations he's had in private with the president over the past 48 hours, he's going to have to step up. Finally, he's going to have to grow a pair of balls and talk to Mother Pence and have her work it out. As you can see, I wore my vote shirt today because I'm still voting. They all catch COVID. Yeah, I mean, come on, look at them. I mean, this is like they're all just in everybody's faces there. It's kind of disgusting. I don't know. I am not down with this. I'm not down with this at all. I'm sure nobody else is either. I mean, come on, this is not enjoyable, right? Anybody at home going like, this is amazing. Holy crap, it's what I always wanted. A revolution. I wanted a revolution. Oh, this is good here. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have to see this. This is too good. I'm going to share the screen. Stop this. I just put on CNN for a second here, and boy, it's freaking juicy. These are the idiots inside. Oh, come on. Go back. Can I back it up? Oh, let me back it up. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, good. Let's see. All right. Just moments ago, the president-elect of the United States said our democracy is under unprecedented assault. He is absolutely right. What's going on right now is unprecedented. Pamela Brown has more headlines. Yes, that's right, Wolf. Here's the very latest right now on this major breaking news of a coup attempt as a pro-Trump mob of rioters invaded in U.S. Capitol. We've been seeing this playing out. Here are live pictures right outside the Capitol where hundreds of rioters have been for the last couple of hours. And just moments ago, we learned U.S. Marshals, the ATF, and U.S. Park Police, as well as FBI agents, are headed to the Capitol. A mere 3 hours after this started, they've all been sitting on their ass, drinking coffee and eating donuts, waiting for Donald Trump to get his thumb out of his ass and decide that now was the time that maybe he should call in some help. The sources tell CNN, I made up the last part, multiple officers have been injured, with at least one being taken to the hospital. Look at this. These guys with the guns drawn inside the chamber. Are you kidding me with this photograph? Getty Images, great job for my company. Guys taking their lives on the line. You will never see me shooting an event that has guns and bullets or anywhere people are going to be shooting. And here we are inside the chamber. And let's see. There's the guy on the floor who's got his backpack open. And the lady with the Trump flag as a cape. Or is that a guy? I can't even tell. And some protesters. And oh yeah, there you go. Come on, who doesn't want a selfie sitting on the chair of the oh my God. These guys, they have the brassest balls. I mean, come on. This is so bonkers. Like, even if I was there in Washington, I would walk up to the Capitol. But as soon as I saw people going up the steps, I'd be like, peace out. You guys got the steps. And if I was up the steps and I saw people going in the building, I'd be like, double peace out. I'm definitely not going in. And if I was in the building and then people were going in the chamber and I saw that, that'd be like quadruple peace out. I'm flabbergasted in this. And to sit in the Speaker of the House's chair to take a selfie. I mean, come on. These are the golden moments. This is how 2021 begins. And we had such high hope. We had such high hope, didn't we? We were all so happy to see 2020 end. But I kind of had that sinking feeling like last year. It was like 2019 ended. I was so happy to see 2019 end and 2020 started. And then Trey got stuck on the fucking thing. And your whole world starts coming down around you. You're like, what the fuck? And so you're like, oh, next year it's going to be so much better. But you kind of knew it wasn't, right? We're in the middle of this pandemic, millions of people sick, people dying, and then we got this divisive political thing that's torn our country apart so much that we're revolting in the streets where people are charging the Capitol. So yeah, no, I have certain limits, and my limit is I don't really want to end up in jail. I don't want to end up dead prematurely. I know it's going to happen eventually, but I'm not trying to put myself in harm's way. You know, I went to probably 2-3 protests the entire time, all during protest season. You know, it was in the middle of a pandemic. I wasn't getting down there to go out and put my ass on the line for whatever people are thinking they're doing. I mean, I got it. The protests were amazing. They changed a lot of things. Thank you, Marina. Yeah, I'm reading the lines for the CNN. That's pretty good. Oh, they got more stuff going on here. Oh, maybe I should share this again here. Let's have some more fun. Hold on. Share screen. Oh, yeah. Protesters were doing far less than something like storming the Capitol. And so far, we have seen very little in terms of response from law enforcement. Why? I know it's going to be dark very, very soon. Yes, there's a 6 o'clock curfew. I'm really worried about what's going to happen once it's dark. The mayor, 6 p.m. curfew. I would have put a curfew, immediate curfew. Pete, what are you seeing out there, Pete? Well, Wolf, my Chiron's not working, so I can't really tell you because they can't hear me through the mask. Apparently, between this mob of Trump supporters and police are way outnumbered by the mob here. You can see on the Capitol steps here, this is the Senate side, Capitol Police standing there. In fact, just a few moments ago, we saw two from this group of this mob, these rioters, walk up to the police, actually even walk beyond them for a moment. We also heard 3 loud bangs over on this side of the Capitol. What we think are now flashbangs, possibly tear gas. We heard about that from Alex Marquette. That led to a lot of this group to file over from the steps leading up to the Capitol on this east side, just to put this in a bit of context. You would never, ever see this many people, this many civilians up on the Capitol right now. We're just on the top side of the Capitol Visitor Center, which would be very, very locked down during normal times. One interesting thing that I have to note is that we're fucked. And our country's going to hell in a bucket. And here is the first signs of the impending revolution coming to you live in color through your 5 or 7.1 stereo system there in your house. You will hear the bombs explode from behind your head. It's not actually in your house. It's just on the TV. Do not get excited. There's the mayor ordering a 6 p.m. curfew. Virginia State Police are finally here. Virginia. They got there before the Washington, D.C. police. Come on, really now. Right, well, for at the center of the steps on the east side, we're going to take you in tighter. You still see some protesters here, really not concerned about the police because the police are in on it. It's a giant scam. They must want Trump to stay in power. If they're not doing anything about it, yeah, go take the Capitol. Fire shots into the chamber. Insurrection in Washington following Trump encouragement. What else do we need, folks? I don't know. I mean, to me, the facts are overwhelming. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist or a genius to understand what's going on or to see that, this is all the fault of our president today inciting this mob to go down to the Capitol and telling me to meet him there. And they were going to go into the chamber and pull Mike Pence out. And Mike Pence was one of the first people out of that building. They're like, Mr. Pence, we got to go. And if I was in there, I would have followed Mike right out the door. I'm like, I'm part of his detail. They'd be like, no, you're not. Let's see. My friends are all texting me all kinds of crazy stuff. Let's see. What is this one? Watching. Hello, Annabelle. Yes, I'm here. I am watching CNN with all you guys. This is, let's see. Hold on. Where was that tweet? Let's see. America is so much better than what we're seeing today. That was Joe Biden. And if you heard Joe Biden's speech just before I came on the air, you knew he was going to come on and talk about the economy. Yeah, not so much, Joe. This is disgusting. We hear reports that the National Guard is coming in great numbers. You're not seeing there, Wolf. If they're coming, they're taking their time. And these protesters are seemingly just calling Uber Eats to get their lunch delivered. So they don't look like they're going anywhere. And the Starbucks truck is coming around now to give everybody coffee. They're out thinking, they've been thinning out a little bit. Yes, a little bit over the past hour. But again, they're leaving on their own volition. They're not leaving because police pushed them out. We did see 2 lines of riot police, gear-clad police, come through here walking fairly slowly. And there were some protesters trailing behind them, yelling at them, kind of harassing them a little bit. So, again, there's tension here. But the police, even though again, we were warned about the curfew. We're told that the police and National Guard are on their way here. But right now, these crowds are leaving. They're leaving on their own. Let's face it, they've been at it for 4 or 5 hours. They'll all probably need a cocktail. Like you're dealing with, this is like an AA meeting exploded on my screen here. These guys all need a drink and a steak. Time to clog up the arteries. You guys, good day at work, you fucking idiots. Just when you think you got it, it slips out of your hands, right? Just when you think, we got him this time. We got him. We beat him fair and square. They told them we were cheating. We caught Trump cheating. We caught, we won in Georgia. Come on. Yes. If they were coming up the steps and I'm a cop, I'd be like, I'd take them all out. Right. Yeah, well, we already know that, Jed. Everybody's been talking about that all day. If these were BLM protesters, they'd be dead already. Yeah, you're right. They'd be dead already. Because you know why? Because the cops don't support BLM. It's against the thin blue line. So, and not a good start. No, it's not a good start to the revolution. It's not. Let's see. They have to reestablish. They have to get them out of the building. They need to get started as soon as they possibly can, because the mayor, in her statement that was released, Chief Ramsey, said as far as this curfew is concerned, I'm only as good as the Chiron, is upon any street, alley, park, or other public place. Did you ever have a curfew like that? I don't recall. I mean, during the IMF World Bank back in the early 2000s, this guy speaks really slow. There may have been a curfew. Don't recall offhand. The Capitol Police got overwhelmed. Yeah. We're overwhelmed. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You could be too white, You could be too white. There is such a thing. It's when you don't have any soul. If you can't dance, can't keep the beat, can't snap your fingers, can't move your feet. Yes. Back to this. Now they're out in the park. I mean, you're wise. You wore a face mask and a gas mask because, man, they were pepper spraying to hell. If I was a cop, I'd be just ripping the masks off and spraying them. Weren't they doing that to the BLM protesters? And now they're not doing anything here. This whole time, the past 9 months has been full of these historical times where I've come on the air and, when they had the riots going down, I saw my show. I did like a nighttime show where we were all watching what was going on together and watching all hell break loose when that really bad night happened, when all the fires came out. And throughout this, we've been witnessing history. We've had a front row seat to what's happening. And it's unlike any other time in our lives where we've seen things change so incredibly fast. And, I just want to thank everybody for being here and sharing this whole ride, because it's been absolutely insane. And when we have Noel Castler on tomorrow, I had Noel on. That was the day Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. And that happened in the middle of the show. So history's happening. We're here. I'm certainly not afraid of what's happening historically. I think we can embrace the fact that we're all interested on this. Let's get back to let's go back up to the woke. See what woke it has. I'll just give it a quick glance here before I share it. Oh, shit. Salem, Oregon's going off. That's where the major protests are. Olympia, Washington, there's some big protests. Stop the Steal. And Washington. Salt Lake City, Sacramento, a little bit. Mostly St. Paul, a little bit. But mostly it looks like, it's Washington, D.C., Salem, Oregon. Salem, Oregon. Yeah, no, yes, Noel's coming back. Noel, my most watched show, close to 100,000 views. I think over 100,000 views for the Noel Castler episode, which is like 10 times more views than the closest show next to it, which is probably, I don't even know, it's right up there with Noel. But that show just caught fire pretty much because of the history that happened, the fact that we had to deal with RBG happening right in the middle of the show. I mean, that was some fascinating. It's just interesting to watch news happen, to assimilate in your reality. How long does it take you to finally accept something when you see it? Because this stuff this morning wasn't easy to swallow, right? You're not sitting there watching going, oh God, this is great. I need more of this. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, they're in control now. Let's go back to CNN. We're going back to CNN. Our CNN reporting. Jeff Kravitz reporting for CNN Live. Now this is unfolding. The unfolding piece. There they go. He's taking all the Trump. The Confederate flag was flying from the door of the Senate today. The revolutionaries are from the South. Think about that. The South has risen. Riot police moving Trump mob away from the Capitol. Literally 4 hours later. 4 hours. I mean, if these people really had guns and really wanted to go in there, it would be a bloody mess inside that Capitol right now. They would have just beat them. If they had the firepower that they walk around with in Michigan and in Minnesota and wherever, probably up in Oregon right now, if they had that, if the people had that kind of firepower and they got into that building and they shot it all up, we'd be looking at a completely different scene. The fact that it took 4 hours in our nation's capital to respond to an emergency like this when everybody knew this was happening is absolutely a plant. It has to be an inside job. They definitely were like, hold them back. Don't let them go. Let them go in 4 hours. How do you not let them go for 4 hours? Where are these guys? Where is the SWAT team? What are these police officers doing? Are they home sleeping to come in and do the night shift? I don't get it. There's so many questions about this. There's so many things that went wrong with this today that this is an investigation unto itself. But the main thing is that we invoke the 25th and we get rid of this clown up there. They just kind of allow this. This isn't a protest. This is about close to a coup. A coup, you have to have control to get a coup. You go in there and you cause damage and you walk around and take selfies. It's not really a coup. Down there at 600 Pennsylvania, I would call him president because, in my opinion, he's not a president. Don't know what the hell he is, but he sure ain't my leader, and he's inciting all this. And you have other people that are really egging it on by doing what they're doing. I mean, this is crazy. It's absolutely insane. And somebody's got to take control. It's not going to be the guy sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania. It's got to be taken control of. It will not get better on its own. John King is with us. Chief Ramsey, I'll get back to you, but John, that was Chief Ramsey from the Washington, D.C. police. Or is that the mayor? Who's the mayor? We got to get tough, basically. Yeah. 4 hours later, you're getting tough. Are you kidding me? Look at the broken glass here. This is just insanity. We blew it. We were not able to defend our nation's capital today. And that is purely disgusting. All of this talk of civil war, all this talk of Rudy Giuliani said it himself. Today, trial by combat. Trial by combat. Hold on, folks. Let me explain something to you. Trial by combat is not really a thing. It's maybe for Game of Thrones, what do you want to do? How are we going to settle this? Trial by combat. Okay, fine. But trial by combat is not a 21st century way of dealing with our issues. What are we going to do? I think that Joe Biden and Donald Trump should fight it out in the streets. I mean, are you kidding me? Trial by combat. Yes. Hello, Kevin Statzer. Good to see you. Everybody, I see Vermont's nice and calm. I know you guys are really blue up there, so I get it. I feel it. It's an inside job. Yes, Sean. Sociopath. It's the only way it can be. V, my good friend V, yes. We know this. We know this. We know these truths to be self-evident. These freaks are not going away. They're not. I'm not surprised. I mean, I was surprised today. Come on. You weren't a little bit surprised when all that happened today? I was just like, okay, look, they're on the streets and now they're marching. And look, they're on the porch. I figure they get to the porch. And next thing you know, they lob a ton of tear gas in, wipe off the porch, push them back, hold the line. And the whole thing takes 20 minutes. Literally, it should have taken 20 minutes from a professional law enforcement to be able to clear the steps of the Capitol. The Capitol should have been ready for anything today. You have all of your major players there that run our country, both houses in there. Yes, you're up in the hills. I've been for a long time. Hello, Janet. Thanks for tuning in today. You're too pregnant. Well, good luck. I know you're expecting any day there, Sam. So good luck. I hope it all comes out all right. At this point, just lay back and they'll take care of everything. No one arrested. I think they just wanted to get him the hell out. I mean, at a certain point, but I don't know. I would have been arrested. Everybody coming off those steps just had a truck there and load them in. But I guess they didn't want to arrest these Proud Boys. You know, they all wanted them to go out into the streets of Washington and go to the bars. Are the bars open in Washington? Is anything open in Washington? Oh, God. I'm going to have to go back here and see what's happening. Multiple officers are injured. So now they're dissipating the crowds. Down you go into the streets of Washington for the night to all your parties, to your MAGA parties. Make America green again. Dennis, we are officially a banana republic. Yeah, the monkeys are running the asylum. Unbelievable. I keep saying that, but it is. This is absolutely insane. One of the is today. I mean, I've witnessed the moon landing, which in 1968 was a really big thing for a 6-year-old kid to watch. You know, Dad called me in. We had the TV on the porch, had moved the rabbit ears to tune in the black and white signal. And on a little screen this big, about the size of my computer, we watched the moon landing and how much it meant to us all to watch that historic moment and share and the progress we all felt when that happened. It's kind of the same dread when we were all watching the TV today and we watched our Capitol be taken over for 4 hours without any kind of intervention. Absolutely disgusting. This is a low light right now in our lives when we should be celebrating the victories of the Democrats and how our country's going to change in the next 4 years. Here we go. This is just going to solidify it more, folks. This is just going to get more people activated. This is going to get more people involved because we're never going to want to see this again. This kind of aberrant, disgusting behavior where people think they can take the law in their own hands and storm the Capitol building. It's not okay. It's not okay now. It's not going to be okay tomorrow. And it wasn't okay yesterday. So we're definitely have a reckoning. There's a reckoning upon us. And Joe Biden is going to be sworn in as president. And if he's not, then Nancy Pelosi is going to be president. Either way, Donald Trump is out of the White House on the 21st of January. And the door cannot hit him any faster in the ass. And if I was Mike Pence, I would be with the cabinet right now, meeting and deciding what to do about the president because this is out of hand. This cannot continue. I'm sure you're all with me here. Absolute trash. Yes, it's true. Absolute trash. All right, let's see. All right, let's go back and just check in with our friends there at CNN one more time. Riot police just kind of came to the foot of the steps and moved more rioters off the steps. The rioters are completely cleared off. But that's not the first steps that we saw, right? Where's the steps where they were all up there? And with the guy with the fuzzy hat on his head. Those are like the front steps. These are the side steps. These police that are in the green jackets, people lined in the steps, and look, everybody taking a picture of the cops and talking to the cops. And they were not pushed off in any forceful way by the police. The remnants of them were walked down the stairs by about maybe 12, 13, 14 riot police that just kind of gently walked them down. They probably gave them a coupon for Burger King to go get a cheeseburger. Want to make sure that your revolutionaries are well fed. Here's a cup of coffee and a donut. And here's your gift card to Burger King. Today will live in infamy as the beginning of the end, or the end of the beginning. I think the end of Trumpism. I think it's the end of the Trumplicans. I love that word. I think it's the end of the Trumplicans. Yeah. Wow, what happened? I missed that. I'm gonna have to tune in. Now I'm gonna have to catch up on what's going on because I've been hanging out with you guys now for almost an hour. Tomorrow, we're gonna have Noel Castler on. He'll give us some nice perspective. We'll have interesting things to talk about because we'll have this whole historical day behind us. And I believe tomorrow they're going to get back at it. I think I would even put the chamber back together as soon as they clear everybody back. But those congressmen are probably shook up. Can you imagine being a leader, even if you're Ted Cruz and you're going up there all blustery and stuff, and all of a sudden they're shooting in the fucking chamber and you can hear the bullets from your office or wherever you're hiding? You can hear the shooting. Oh my God, I bet you he shot himself. I bet you they all shit themselves today. And then inside Nancy Pelosi's office, I mean, everywhere. So they're still on the Capitol steps. Hold on. Where am I? I'm not seeing that picture. They're not showing that. And even on the Twitch. Oh, wait, there it is. Here. Can I? Oh, that's better. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Hold on. The woke Twitch stream. And then if I click it like twice, it gets a little bit bigger here. This is the one I really want to see. This one here. Oh, here's the steps. In the middle, you can see the steps, the big steps. Right there, you can see the big steps and how they're clearing them off. There's still a lot of people up there on the steps. Yeah, even CNN's not even showing that shot of the steps. They're showing the nice calm side. Come on, get on the other side there, guys. Let's see this. Oh, the guys are hugging. They're so happy. Look. Well, there's going to be some loving going on tonight with these two. They're going to be it's going to be a party there at the Trump Towers. Woman was shot in the neck, not doing well. That's tragic. Yes, Ben, a very sad day. Noel is the best. Yes, he's going to be here tomorrow. We're going to chat with Noel and try to break down what we saw today because, you know, let's face it, you're in the middle of history. I can't even make heads and tails of what's going on. I just know it's horrible. It's totally wrong and needs to stop. So thank you, Sean. Peace be with you too. Going to burn one, you know, actually freaking great idea, but I don't have a lighter close, so I'm just going to flip the vape. I am not smoked nearly enough today. Yeah, you know what? I'm not seeing these protesters be treated harshly enough. You know, I saw what happened to all these BLM protesters over the time. And what I'm seeing here, the way they're being so nice to these Trump supporters, you know, because I guess the last thing Trump wanted to see on TV was people being manhandled, which is probably why he kept everything off late. But this is the shot. I can't understand why. Oh, here we go. There they go. Oh, yes, CNN's got the close-up here. Let's stop that and get in here and share this CNN. There he is. On the ground that it isn't over in terms of both trying to overturn the election, which is obviously a fantasy, but also that there could be more trouble to come here in Washington tonight. My producer overheard somebody saying as we were walking in here, it's going to get real tonight. Wolf? Yeah, man, it's going to get real tonight. I overheard two guys saying it's going to get real tonight, man. So, what do you mean it's going to get real tonight? I think they're going to regret not arresting a lot of these clowns, and they're going to see the same people. Well, Wolf, we moved back a little bit since we spoke to you last. A large crowd of these rioters, a mob of them, descended on the press area where I believe that was the area that our colleague Pete was talking about. Clearly not fans of the way that we have been depicting them in the media because they are scums and we're showing them as scums. A violent mob is a violent mob and we're going to call them as we see them. When does law enforcement go in and clear this? This is the question. It is just been a surreal afternoon watching this crowd go in and get into the Capitol building. So what we've seen over the course of the past couple of hours is different kinds of law enforcement gathering around the Capitol. What you're seeing right here is Metropolitan Police Department. So Washington Police, as you've been noting, Wolf, we are under an hour now from the curfew. It is not clear whether they plan on going in and helping clear out those. Oh, look, they got the steps are definitely clearing off, huh? Looking a lot better up there, right? Sure. Where there's been a curfew in the city. Now there has been a steady stream of rioters coming from this northern side of the Capitol building and heading to Chuck E. Cheese for the after party. But there is still a significant contingent of them with their heads up their ass. Many have said that they plant their heads up their ass so they can stay tuned in to the news. I want to point out that some of these rioters who are coming out from here, these are, I believe, oath keepers. We've seen members of that far right extremist group that support the president out here this afternoon, shouting insults at us, at members of the press, shouting insults at members of the law enforcement, of the police. Things have been relatively quiet for a little while now. But as I was saying to you in the last time we spoke, this is still very much a standoff. We have not seen law enforcement do shit today. They basically sat there eating donuts and drinking coffee from their supply trucks. There is no buses here to put the criminals in, and basically nothing is happening. So there you go. The news as we saw today, just an hour of a slice. I hope I wasn't. They're going to be carrying guns. Let us hope. What is up? What is up, Facebook user? Yes, discuss on horror. Vince, what the fuck? Actually, what the fuck? What are we going to do, folks? Stay home. You're not supposed to be out anyway. It's a fucking pandemic. Stay home. Put on the TV. If the drama unfolds, we're all going to be there. If I feel necessary to come to you live tonight to talk a little bit more, maybe I will. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow with our friend Noel Kassler. We're going to shoot the shit about what's happened this week in Washington. One of the most historical weeks of our lifetime. Unbelievable. We are witnesses. We have a front row seat to history. Thank you all for being here with me and sharing this time and this. So we all ride into this together. We're all on the same page, and we all know what needs to be done next. And that's what we got to swear in the president. Merrick Garland. What a great pick. That made me happy. That was such good news today. The AG, Sally Yates or Merrick Garland, either one of those. Right on. Great picks. And now you don't have to worry about getting them confirmed. Just got to get that scourge, that rumpy out of the White House. Pack your shit. Get your packing peanuts. I'm going to do the Michael Rappaport now. Get your packing peanuts. Tape up your little boxes. Don't be waiting to the last minute. Or we're going to throw your shit out on the street. Thank you, V, Jed, Facebook user, Vince. Hi, everyone. Merrick is from Skokie. The Okie from Skokie. Peace out. Oh, my God. What a trip. Peace, love, and happiness, everybody out there. Big hug. Thank you, Georgia. Georgia's been on my mind for weeks now. Stacey Abrams, tip of the hat to you. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like it in my lifetime. Just a week of firsts across the board. And now here we are watching our first revolution. Well, I'm happy to share the revolution with you. I'm sure you guys are happy to share your revolution with me. I got revolution t-shirts coming, hats, bumper stickers, pens, bongs, whatever you guys want. We're going to have the revolution. You've been part of the revolution. Nice shirts, the revolution shirts. When you're more my Rappaport. Yeah, look, you pig dick. Watching Michael Rappaport go at the president has been great. Like his smile today was great. Georgia, the whole thing. Pack your shit, or we're gonna throw it out. There, that's the truth. Pack your shit, or we're gonna throw it out. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow with Noel Kassler.